welcome to VlogTober. I am so glad you're here. I have some new subscribers, so I want to welcome all of you to VlogTober as well. I figured that today would be the perfect day for us to decorate my home for Halloween. Can you see all the bins in the back on the table? They're all set out and ready for me to go through them and figure out what I want to put out. Also throughout today, while we are decorating, I'm going to be sharing some really fun, delicious Halloween recipes with you. Let me share with you this super cute shirt that I found on Amazon. I love this movie. I cannot wait to watch it this month. Plus, I figured this would be a really fun shirt to wear throughout October. Before we get started into decorating, let's have some breakfast. We need our protein and energy to get going with all of the things that we need to do today. This is called ghost toast. So you take a piece of bread and a ghost cookie cutter. This little guy, you could actually make into French toast. We're gonna take this piece of bread over to the stove. Going to melt a pat of butter in the pan. We're gonna toast one side of the bread. I took the toast out and I'm adding just a little more butter so the other side can get golden brown like the first side. Now I am adding egg white. I did put salt and pepper into the egg white. Going to cover it until your egg has cooked through. Once your egg is cooked through, you are just gonna take some sriracha. You're gonna dot 2 eyes of sriracha onto the egg. And there's your ghost toast. All right, so I set everything out on my kitchen table and I have a couple new items. So these are bats that I get to decorate my wall with them. I found them on Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll have it linked below. I've been actually looking for these for a long time. I just was afraid to order them because I didn't know if they would be too small, too big, you know what the sizes are. But I was on Facebook and there was a girl that had put these bats up on her wall, so I knew exactly how they looked, and I'm so grateful that she had the link to them, and I just went ahead and ordered them. And then this witch's brew is a Ray Dunn, and this mug is Ray Dunn. It says trick on one side and treat on the other. But what I ended up doing was this past summer, I went on to Mercari. I mean, they can be pretty expensive, especially with shipping, can get ridiculous. And I was looking for holiday things in the summer. Like I would put in Ray Dunn Original, and then I would look up Halloween, Ray Dunn Original Christmas, things like that. And so I could find a couple items that weren't like super expensive, because when we are in the actual holiday season, they put their prices really high. So it's better to shop for this kind of stuff, especially on Mercari when we are off season. And I found this super cute black and orange checked ribbon on Craft Outlet. I'll have it linked below if they have it still. I hope I can incorporate that into my decor. What I tend to do as far as my Halloween decorations, I pretty much leave up what I have and just add in pieces. I do take down some of the fall items that I have out right now, but I like to just have splashes of Halloween things all around my home. On my vintage window, I took down the wreath that I had hanging there for the fall, and I put up this cute ghost garland and black and white buffalo check garland. On the shelf by my laundry room door, this is where I put the Witch's Brew Ray Dunn plate, and then I put a little basket on top of my Goodwill Challenge candle holder, and then the black witch's hat on top of that. I am going to be painting underneath of that brim because that brown showing like that is gonna bug me. That is definitely a project I will be doing soon, but not today. For the tiered tray, I just made a couple very simple changes. I changed out the greenhouse that sat here with this trick or treat little block. And then on the bottom tier, I changed out the sign to this black and white pumpkin patch sign. And the sign that went there, I put that over here on my wall basket. The autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. And then in front of the green checkered wooden pumpkin, I placed this little spider candle holder, which I can add a tea light candle to that. I think I have some battery operated candles actually that'll go in there. But that's the only change that I made to this wall basket. And then this bottom shelf, this is how I have this right now unless I change it up, because I still have to do the top shelf yet. But first, before I get started on the rest of the coffee station, let's go into my kitchen and make a yummy Halloween snack. I have pre-made meatballs that I had frozen, and I took them out of the freezer, thawed them out, and today I am going to make meatball mummies. So I am starting out with a crescent dough sheet. Going to cut a very thin strip of the crescent dough. I am going to take a meatball and I'm going to take a strip of the dough and I'm going to wrap it around meatball mummy style. I'm placing it on a cookie sheet. I have lined my cookie sheet with non-stick aluminum foil. I have some marinara sauce on a paper plate, and I'm going to dip an olive slice into the marinara sauce really well. I'm going to stick it onto the mummy. My oven is preheated to 350, and once I get my cookie sheet filled with these little mummy meatballs, I'm going to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes. What I'm doing is just dipping a little more of that sauce around the eye, because once it bakes, it's gonna bake up pretty good. So I want it to be in the middle of these olive eyes, so it looks really creepy. And then alongside of these, you are going to serve some marinara sauce to dunk them in. I have noticed that while I'm decorating, I seem to lean toward black and white with pops of orange in my Halloween decor. It's really cute. I like how it's all coming together. So this is what I ended up doing with the coffee station shelves. The top shelf has a ghost. I left the buffalo check plate there, and then a pumpkin that says boo. And then the second shelf, I end up keeping that Happy Halloween on a candle stand, a wooden bat, and then I added these super cute pumpkins to my hay bales. And let me tell you, those hay bales are so messy, but they are so cute. But oh my goodness, if you haven't worked with them, just know that they're messy. They leave a mess everywhere you put them. As you're taking them out of the package, you've been warned. So coming down underneath of the shelves, I have this Happy Halloween sign, and I put the cute ribbon on there and just tied it in a simple bow. And then of course I showed you the tiered tray. This cauldron, we purchased this, oh my goodness, when the boys were really, really little. So this is a huge childhood thing for them. I set it out every year. When it's on, it has an orange light to it, and then the fan blows that white, almost like a silky fabric, and it looks like a orange flame is blowing. It's loud when the fan is on, but it lights up like the whole room out here in like this orange glow. It's really pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna work on these bats. They come with like no instructions, but they're easy to put together. They have teeny tiny little double-sided stickers. You stick one side onto the bat, and then the other side, of course, you peel off and stick it to the wall. And these bats are 3D. So I am bending the wings a little bit, and then that makes them 3D, so they look like they're like flying. They're neat. They're really neat. Okay, I need to get this wall finished. Okay, these are super cute and very, very easy to stick on the wall. I really like how these turned out. So now I am actually gonna go over to the vintage window, and I am going to put some over there. Let's go play and see what I come up with. Okay, so the bigger ones, I'm finding that I'm actually doing 2 of the stickies on the back just so that they hold. They're not much heavier than the smaller ones, but I want to take a chance on it. And they come with quite a bit of the stickers. How fun is this? So I decided to have them look like they're flying in front of my vintage window and then up onto the wall. I really like those. Because I have been so busy today decorating the house, I have kept dinner simple. But it does have a Halloween twist. Let's go into my kitchen and make some delicious Halloween tacos. So all you have to do is prepare tacos like you normally do. I am using an Old El Paso beef taco kit. And then on the side tonight with our tacos, I am serving this Mexican rice by Fiesta Sides. This is really good and full of flavor. I am making eyeball tacos. Now I have seen some recipes where they take a meatball and that's their meat in their taco is a meatball, and then they make an eyeball. But I'm not doing that. I am just keeping it simple. You make your taco however you like it, meat, cheese, tomatoes, however you like it. And then you're going to take a little bit of sour cream, 2 good-sized dots of sour cream actually. Well, we'll say dollops, you know, dollops of Daisy, because that's what I use is Daisy. There you go, commercial for ya. And then you're going to take 2 sliced black olives and you're going to put that on top of the sour cream. And there's your eyeball tacos. Tim is making his with bloody eyeballs.
They're crying tears of blood.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot my little trick-or-treat mug. I'll have it show treat for now. I am definitely going to be using that mug. That's not going to stay there. But I will show the treat side right now because coffee is a treat to me. In the living room, I had purchased this black gauze material at the dollar store like a year or 2 ago, and we draped it over the curtain, and then the little styrofoam plate ghosts, they have little garbage bags on them. The boys made those when they were little, and when the furnace comes on, because our heater duct is right there, it's perfect. It blows the ghosts little garbage bag bodies and it looks like they're moving. It's really cool. I cannot wrap up the day without dessert. I am going to be making the cutest spider cookies. These are perfect for any Halloween party that you have to go to this month. Let me show you how to make these. I am going to make sugar cookie dough according to package directions. Now you can also make your own cookie dough, or you can use peanut butter cookie dough. The sugar cookies just came out of the oven, and I'm going to take this teaspoon measuring spoon and I'm going to make a small dent in the middle of each of the cookies. These little Reese's Minis are going to be the body of the spider. These are little candy eyes that I purchased at Walmart. I'm going to take these candy melts. I purchased these at Walmart as well. I'm going to put a little bit of them in this bowl and I'm going to melt them down. I placed the melted chocolate inside of a quart-sized freezer bag and I snipped the corner of the bag. Now I'm going to take a Reese's Mini and I'm going to pipe some of that melted chocolate onto the bottom of a Reese's Mini. And I'm going to set that in the dent of the cookie. And this is the spider's body. Now I'm going to string out some chocolate for his legs. I'm going to take a candy eye and put a little dab of chocolate on the back of it. Going to take the cookie and I'm going to stick the eye on the spider. And then do that with another eye. And I am going to continue with this process until I get through all of my sugar cookies. As I'm putting together the cookies, I learned a little trick. Instead of doing the legs first, do the eyes first and then the legs. Then you don't have so much of a struggle trying to get the eyes on. Also, when you're working with the eyes, you can take a toothpick and just lightly push the eyes a little bit so that the chocolate on the eyes adheres to the Reese's Mini. This is actually very therapeutic. I think this was a perfect way to kick off Vlogtober. Decorating my home and making fun Halloween treats and food throughout the day has been a great start to our holiday season. As far as the decorating, you don't have to go to extremes with it. Just a few little touches here and there throughout your home with a pumpkin that says Happy Halloween or Trick or Treat, or a few bats that look like they're flying on your walls. That's all that is needed to partake in the Halloween season. And as far as cooking, I always like to keep it homemade, but there is no reason you can't have a little help, whether it is refrigerated cookie dough or keeping it as simple as cheesy shelled tacos. I hope you get the recipes down below and enjoy every single one of them through the month of October. Just so you know that this Vlogtober, I will be uploading videos Monday through Friday. I'm gonna give myself the weekend off to be able to keep up with the videos throughout the week. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.